the announcement yesterday by Trump was really eye-catching. Just down the bottom, can you see where my right hand is? That's it. So he orders a facility for illegal migrants at Guantanamo Bay. This is the American version of our Rwanda plan, which never happened. Yeah. And it's putting them in Guantanamo. What do you think? 30,000?
I do support this ardent approach. I spoke to someone in America yesterday, and he works in construction. And he said there are a lot of illegal migrants that manage to use other people's social security number. And a lot of those people also are a part of cartels. And I think if you don't know exactly who you're dealing with in society and they're coming in illegally, there has to be a hard-lined approach as a deterrent. Because I know they asked at one of the press conferences, how many of those people would you say are illegal? And she said, I know you're not used to this, but all of them, because you've come into our country illegally.
Let's just have a listen to Trump making the announcement.
Today, I'm also signing an executive order to instruct the Departments of Defense and Homeland Security to begin preparing the 30,000-person migrant facility at Guantanamo Bay. Most people don't even know about it. We have 30,000 beds in Guantanamo to detain the worst criminal illegal aliens threatening the American people. Some of them are so bad we don't even trust the countries to hold them because we don't want them coming back, so we're going to send them out to Guantanamo. This will double our capacity immediately, right? And tough. That's a tough place to get out of.
I mean, I can't believe you support this. I find it chilling. This comes just after Holocaust Memorial Day, and he's essentially talking about concentration camps because Guantanamo Bay doesn't have any constitutional protections. No, I'm saying the shades of 1930s rhetoric that led up to that is where we are, and everybody needs to
I disagree.
wake up. Wait, can I have my say,
sorry,
please?
go ahead.
I've actually got some stuff to say about it because I find it incredibly important. You're talking about human beings. He wants to put them in Guantanamo Bay, which is the site of torture, indefinite detention, and has no constitutional protection. So you just throw people away like human rubbish. He's talking about 30,000 people. It has room for 780. So where's the reporting saying that those beds have been built? And this comes just after the firewall has been breached by Berlin's hard right, to a party that has affiliations to Nazis, and Musk has done a Sieg Heil in front of the world, and yet you can say, oh, this is a great idea.
There is a thing called the Laken-Riley Act, and it's massive. If you know about this?
No, I don't.
If you're in the States, you know this name. It's a young woman who I think was a student at the University of Georgia who went running around the campus and was killed, murdered by somebody who turned out to be an illegal alien, and that aggravated this whole situation.
But the thing is, Gemma, my thing is, this is what people want. People want a strong hand on illegal immigration, number one. Number two, people like to bundle all of us ethnic minorities together, and we're not. You can see multiple people that come from the Hispanic community, that come from the black community, who work hard, they don't commit crime, and their taxes are going on these sorts of initiatives to allow these people to stay.
Okay, so
and then what about the people who are committing these heinous crimes? Right. What about those?
Number one, you say people. Can you say some people? Because there are millions of people who feel like me.
It goes without saying. That's common sense, Gemma. I don't know every single person.
Don't blanket. I promise you, there are many people
sense. I'm not going to say some, because it's common sense.
Absolutely chilling and really sinister. There is a huge difference between deportation and imprisonment. Imprisonment with no rights.
Though.
And you don't think that
they've come in illegally.
Okay, so the idea that people are illegal. ICE went in yesterday, I think, into a family.
Sorry, it's basically the border force who patrol inside the states.
Yeah, and now they've been given all these freedoms to go into schools, churches, houses, bang down doors. What does this remind you of? And take people out. And there was a family.
Reminds me of.
Wait a minute. There was a family who are completely American, completely illegal, who speak Spanish, and they've dragged them off, and it's like a huge mistake. You know, this is out of hand.
Strangely, I know this will be painful to say for you. They voted for it, and we've got to see where it goes. We've got to see, and I know that there's the whole Trump 2.0, we're still getting used to. It's still shaking down. He's hit the ground running.
He's got all the power now.
Well, he has got. I'm just going to mention a comedian called Tyler Fisher, because people are already doing memes on the very first moment when. Do you remember he signed all those orders on day one? Have a look.
This is a good one, sir. Basically says if men have to put their height on the dating apps, women should have to put their weight. That's for quote-unquote equality. She wants to know if he can reach the top of the fridge. He should want to know if she's going to clean out the fridge.
That's a big one.
China will now be called China America.
No, if China didn't approve it, we could put tariffs on China.
When we take over Greenland, it will now be called Red, White, and Blue Land.
Greenland is a wonderful place. We need it for international security. What's this one?
This says, we are bringing back the real gun emoji, getting rid of that weak Democrat woke water pistol.
What we have to do what's right.
Yeah.
And
Musk
I think it's
denies it was a
important-
Nazi salute, by the way.
Sure. I think it's really important to
Look
say
like one.
that if somebody is a criminal, is a murderer, I also believe they should be imprisoned. I also believe they should have a trial. I believe every human being deserves a trial, not just dragged out of a house and taken to Guantanamo Bay.
Not realistic if you have thousands coming in.
So the mistakes that they make then, that's okay.
Of course it's not, but we're
Right.
talking about there are always going to be human errors with
Wow,
one
so
or
you're
two
all right
families.
for people to be discarded at
I didn't say I'm
Guantanamo
all
Bay.
right with it. What I'm saying is Trump was mandated. People in the West are sick to the back teeth of illegal immigration. And when people criticize this and suggest that people who want a controlled immigration are, these fascists, that's why we're where we are now.
I've seen plenty of Mexican people and Hispanic people actually crying on Twitter going, I didn't think you meant me.
I've seen that as well.